friend of mine named Milton Freeman from North Carolina entered his first whole hog competition and placed sixth. That's some accomplishment for a first time, especially in North Carolina. I mean, there's some excellent Q masters down there. Great job, Milt. But I'm not going to try to do that much. I'm just going to do a little pork cushion today.
Today we're going to be making some pulled pork, but I'm doing it with a pork cushion. Okay, I'm going to be doing it indoors. I'll be doing it in my little Dutch oven here, my old Dutch oven. First, I'm going to be browning it, but I'm going to do it in a little different manner. I'm going to do it in sort of an Oriental type way instead of barbecue. So I'll be using standard, onion, some garlic, a little bit of ginger, okay, and I'll be rubbing it down with some Chinese 5-spice, okay. We'll come up with some kind of side dish to go with it, and then probably finishing off with my liquid amino. This is much better than store-bought soy sauce. It only has 1 or 2 ingredients in it. Very good for keto life and also for diabetics. Chinese 5-spice, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, a little bit of ground ginger. I'm just going to rub this on here, get it on all sides. Now I'm going to reserve some for after, but right now I'm going to get that flavor in. I'm basically on all sides. Into the hot pan goes the pork. We will let that get some of the residuals. We will brown this on all sides, and then it'll go into the oven for a couple hours, probably at 350. I'm going to kick it up a little bit to about 400 for the first maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then drop it down to either between 325 and 350. Being that this is a small piece of meat right here, I got to play with the numbers. I don't have them down to a science yet because I don't want it to overcook, but I also want it to be to the point where it's almost the way you treat pulled pork. So, and then especially with this seasoning here, this should be really, really good. Let's give this a flip. Oh yeah, it's gonna be browned up nice. Try to get all sides of it, get a nice brown on it. The aroma is like whew, beautiful. Let that go a little bit. Get browned on. I'll play with it brown on a couple sides here, and then what I will be doing is I will be adding, this is ginger mixed with some garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic, and sliced onions. I'll put that in there, run them around with the pork, and then we'll put in some the amino acid, and I'm going to add a little bit of my ginger liquid that I have, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And now I will be entering in the liquid amino. This is a fancy name for soy sauce because it is made from a soy product, but all natural. I'll be putting some of that in. And give this a quick stir around. Just want to get some of the flavors up out of everything, but unbelievable, the smell. The smell keeps up. I might have to do takeout. Now, with that, I've made some of my homemade ginger ale, but this is not with the carbonated water. This is just the ginger and the turmeric itself that I have in here. But I'm just going to add a little bit in here for liquid, just to give it that little bit more of a gingery taste to it. and something that this meat can braise on. Okay. We'll let that go for a little bit. Say goodnight. I don't think it's quite done yet, but one never knows. Oh, the outside is pretty cool. It looks okay. Let me get a temp on this. So past 140. Up above 160. Yeah, I do believe this joker's done. Very good. Okay. And it also has a nice sauce in here with some onions and there. I'll play with this a little bit more. Yeah, I think this is pretty much ready to go. Now, on top of that, I know I say it all the time, but I have some cauliflower that has been riced. It is not cauliflower rice. It's just cauliflower. The way they cut it up and they make it into that. I put some spices in it, some butter. Cooked it up in a pan here real quick. And this will go along nice with a little gravy on it and some of that pork there that I'm going to sort of pull. There again, different take on it, different way, no barbecue sauce. This was done with a 5-spice blend, salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. I put a little bit of cayenne into it, not much, but just a little bit. Onion, garlic, and ginger. I also added some ginger that I've made during the week that I use for my ginger ale. So I let that sit and we add that to the club soda rather than letting the club soda go flat. That was my wife's idea, to add it to the club soda, which makes it much better. All right, here we are. Different take on pulled pork. Rather than with barbecue sauce or Carolina barbecue sauce, what I do, this right here is a pork cushion. It is a part of the shoulder. It's part of the picnic, actually. And I also made some cauliflower that has been riced. It is not rice. But there again, I made this with some of the 5-spice, some of the juice from this here. I mean, the smells are unbelievable. This is very good. Yeah, I mean, I hate to hear people hear me chew or anything like that, but this is absolutely delicious. Yeah, this is a keeper. I'll do this one again. It's again Chinese 5-spice, onion, garlic, some ginger, and it just came out very good, very good. I went and had my booster shot and flu shot. Now, I never got a flu shot before, ever. Because all my life I've been allergic to raw egg. Not cooked eggs, but raw eggs. And most of the flu shots from years past were done with raw egg or some egg form in it. And if I got it, I would blow up. I would just wasn't good. So I never got it before. So now, last time I went to my doctor, he informed me that for me, basically to get the booster shot, because I did get the J&J, and to get the Moderna booster, and you know, I figured why not. I believe I had COVID before, but I don't want to get in that sick again, ever. It was miserable. I think I had it. Back then, they didn't have the test. It was like one of the first times around for it. But with that said, now I watch what I eat. I mean, I'm really meticulous as far as my intake of sugar, carbs, everything else like that. And I've basically been zero with it. But after I got my shots, 2 of them the same day. One arm was the COVID shot. The other arm was the flu shot. I won't do that again. My blood sugar skyrocketed. Okay, now I've been pretty level as far as 110, 118, Some mornings 120, 122. That's in a good range. That's where I really want it to be, and I've been feeling really good. The day after I got the shot, okay, I thought I was going to feel pretty good. My arms hurt a little bit, but other than that, I felt pretty good. Did my blood in the morning, tested my blood sugar in the morning. It was 160. All right. Now, some people who have consistent blood sugars of 200 or more, that would be a good number. But for me, I haven't been that way in months. And I felt sluggish, didn't feel good. Well, I tried to snap it off, figured out, I don't know what it was, or whatever. I might have had something, who knows. But as the day progressed, I got progressively feeling worse. My bones started aching, my joints. Anyway, long story short, after 2 days, now my numbers are starting to come back down again. So it's not exactly what you eat. It's also how your immune system's working that affects your blood sugar. So if you are a diabetic and you're constantly shoving carbs down your gullet, and on top of it you wind up getting the flu or some kind of cold, you don't know it. You have no clue because your numbers are consistently high. So being on this keto lifestyle, my numbers have come down way down. I lost 42 pounds so far. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep on going. My goal is 50 pounds, and then I'll start playing around with some other stuff. But as of right now, that sort of gave me an eye-opener about, you know what? If you're eating a lot of carbs and you have type 2 and you're not doing anything about it, you have no clue. Your immune system is just wacky. Anyway, that's enough of my crap.